We can always find our way to a fun moment, even in the shady bunch.
What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is Encore season 1 episode. What episode we on, child? Lord have mercy. Episode 4. So we started this episode where we left off. The ladies at the table arguing, and Aubrey is over it already. Aubrey, she couldn't get control of the argument at the table. Lamisha then stormed off, and Aubrey is like, listen, it is obvious that this experiment is not working. Like, we were all brought here to create a super group, and it is clear that we are not going to be able to do it. But let me tell you something. Miss Shamari DeVoe was like, listen, I don't know what you're talking about. We ain't got time for all of this. I say we go down to the studio. I say we get in that studio and we get to singing because we got stuff to do, okay? We don't have time to sit around here worrying about who is and who isn't. We need to get in that studio. We need to make it happen. And so they were like, you ready to go in the studio? And everybody went around the table. It got to Aubrey. Aubrey was like, nah, I'm good. Aubrey takes her little happy tail on upstairs and goes to bed. How you the queen? Just because, you thought it was going to be easy. You thought it was going to be a 1-2 punch and everybody was just going to listen to you and do whatever you told them to do. Girl, they said let's go in the studio. You better take your butt now. You was all ready to be gung-ho down in the studio when you wasn't the queen and you wanted to walk all over Pam and you wanted to make all of these different decisions and arrangements. Now that you are in charge and you are the queen, take your ass down to that studio and let's get something done. Anyway, she go to bed. Lamisha upstairs mad. She was like, I see them for their works. Okay, they trying to push me out. They don't want me here. And at this point, I'm almost ready to go home. I ain't got it for the twins. I ain't here for the twins. The twins are down in the hot tub, and they're like, listen, we know we are the most talented ones here, and we know that if we don't make it happen, it ain't gonna happen. So what we gonna do about it? I was like, okay, all right. I mean, humble much? You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. You the most, we the most talented ones here. Okay, humble much. So, next thing you know, we see Aubrey talking to one of the producers. And Elijah, the songwriter. And it's she planting seeds. Let me say that. I don't think she was throwing the twins under the bus per se. But she was planting seeds, making it seem like the twins feel like it's not going to be successful if they're not the ones doing it. I don't know. I didn't feel like it was an all throw under the bus thing, but it was definitely some conniving in that. It was definitely a setup. And then Elijah was like, well, I don't know what they're talking about, but I'm the only one here that's had 3 hits on the top 40. Like, he started going through his credentials, and he was like, I don't know why they would say that, because that ain't what it is. And then he walked away feeling some kind of way in his feelings a little bit, right? So he was like, well, let me get down here. We need to get down here in the studio. We need to make it happen. Now, I don't know what Aubrey's end game was, because here come Miss Irish. Now, Irish has drank the Aubrey Kool-Aid. Irish feels like Aubrey is the one. It's all on the up and up, and Irish and Aubrey is her girl. I don't know if she thinks Aubrey is going take her with her wherever it is that they're going, but she is definitely on board drinking the Aubrey Kool-Aid. Okay, so the next morning they're downstairs, and Keely, of course, is in the corner, loving every minute of it, and she's in the kitchen talking about Aubrey. Well, Aubrey hears her talking about her, so the two of them end up getting into an argument because Keely was like, when we first got here, Aubrey was kissing my ass, and Aubrey was like, let's hook up, let's be together, let's do this, let's do that, and now it really ain't what it's about. So then they get into an argument, and Aubrey tells her, listen, girl, I will kick your ass right here. Like, what you gonna do is keep my name out your mouth. And Keely is sitting back just smiling and grinning. Like, I really feel like Keely's only purpose for being here is to create drama, because she seems to get such a kick out of confusion. Whenever there's confusion, whenever there's strife, she just finds it amusing, and she thinks it's the funniest thing. So Of course, everybody's arguing again. And the ladies who are there trying to make it happen, I just said, ooh, ooh, ooh. That's thunder. Y'all heard that? Let me hear him get this done, honey, before the thunder come and the storm roll through. So, here comes Cedar. Cedar calls everybody down to the room. And Cedar lays into all of them. She lays into all of them and tells them, listen, y'all need to get it together. Y'all were born here for X, Y, Z purpose. You elected a queen. If y'all can't all agree, the queen gets to make the final decisions. And if you don't like what the queen says, you can overthrow her ass too. But let me tell you what you don't have. You don't have time. So what y'all need to do is y'all need to get it together. Y'all need to put your egos aside and y'all need to figure it out. And Shamari said it, and I think I've said it in my reviews, and I know other reviewers have said the same thing. All of them are bringing the bullshit from their own experience with their groups into this experience. And so Lamisha don't trust nobody because of what happened with her. Everybody has their own situation. And so, of course, Aubrey was loving to hear when they said if everybody can't agree, then it comes back to the queen. Oh, she was loving that, honey. So Cedar says, listen, I'm charging y'all for coming up with a name. Before y'all come back here, y'all need a name. Okay, Nivea clowned as normal, talking about some confusion. But anyway, so after she sort of gets, digs into their ass, she says, all right, let's go. Let's get some work done. They finally decide to do what we have been saying for the last 2 weeks. Come up with a schedule, divide the groups up. Some people be in choreography, some people in the studio, some people need to be on the voice lessons. But everybody, let's mix it up and let's figure it out. Everybody don't need to be in the studio at the same time. Everybody doesn't need to be here. Everybody doesn't need to be there. The twins decide that they realize that Aubrey ain't who they thought she was, and Aubrey don't have their back the way they thought she had their back. She was just kind of using them. So they go and apologize to Lamisha. They said, listen, we're sorry. We want this to work. We don't want you to feel like we were pushing you away. We don't want you to feel like we were pushing you out. We believe that you're talented. Now, you just said in the hot tub that she didn't have no talent. But okay, I'm going to let you apologize your way. Okay. And Lamisha, she said, listen, I accept the apology, but I still don't trust their ass. I know that it's a game. I get what's going on here, but I appreciate the fact that they did come to me. I appreciate the fact that they came and apologized. So I'm going to take it with a grain of salt, but I'm ready to move forward. And so everybody, for the exception of Aubrey, everybody's back in it. Everybody's back on the same page. Everybody is everything. Now, Pam goes down in the studio, and Pam said, listen, I understand and I respect that everybody isn't where I am. But she wants to write a gospel song. So she comes down and she already sort of has the chorus, and she's working on the verses. And one of the twins is down there and says, well, let me help you with the melody. Let me help you with the music. And they get to writing this gospel song. That I absolutely, listen, let me tell y'all something. I am loving these songs. Like, if and when the album come out, I am here for it because I'm actually loving the songs that I'm hearing. But the gospel song actually sounded really, really nice. And as Pam is singing the music, the ladies, more and more the ladies are coming down, and they're like, shoot, I want to get on that. That's nice. I want to get on that. And so it ends up being a great collaboration where all of the ladies end up on the song except for who? Aubrey. Aubrey said that she felt like the song was boring, and that her fan base ain't gonna be here for it. But we're not appealing to just your fan base. We're appealing, first of all, who is your fan base? I mean, when the last time you came out with a single? Who is your fan base? But anyway, they all on the track, child, except for damn Aubrey. And now they looking for Aubrey. Where's Aubrey? Aubrey ain't nowhere to be found. They meet with the choreographers. I'm sorry, Aubrey ain't disappeared yet. She did meet with the choreographers. And they play Aaliyah some of the music that they already come up with to come up with the choreography. And she said, cool. So a couple of the ladies are supposed to stay with her so they could work on the choreography. A couple of the ladies are supposed to stay in the studio. Like I told you, they worked on this whole schedule. Well, Shamari decides that she wants to be on the Skeleton song. And Aubrey didn't want Shamari on the song, but Shamari was like, listen, I came here to sing, and singing is what I'm going to do. And I want to she said, I don't want to, take over, but I definitely want to make sure that I'm on take advantage of as many opportunities as I can. I think that's a nice song. I think it's going to be a hit, and I want to be on part of it. I want to be on it. So they're working on the choreography with Aaliyah for the song Skeletons. Aubrey's not there. Now Aubrey was fighting to be on. She was fighting to try to keep Shamari off the song, but now she ain't nowhere to be found when it's time to practice the choreography for the song. And the ladies are working. I mean, they are working hard. They are doing this choreography, honey. They are getting into it. They are working it. And Aubrey's upstairs asleep. You want to know what else happened while Aubrey was upstairs asleep? Mr. Elijah went to the twins to have a conversation, and he said, listen, it was brought to my attention that you said X, Y, Z, ... yada, 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 booda, booda, bing. And the twins was like, no, ma'am. Like, that ain't what we said. That's not what happened. That's not how it happened. We know it came from Aubrey. If it came from anybody, it came from Aubrey. And we didn't say it. So now the twins are really looking side-eye at Aubrey. Because they were like, first of all, we didn't say it. But even if we did say it, why would you go back and tell him? Like, what is your end goal? What is your purpose? Like, you are here to create problems. Like, why would you tell them if we did say it? Now, I don't know whether they said it or not. If you want to know truth from that, I don't know. But they were able to clear the air. And now, again, everybody's looking at Aubrey with the side eye. And once again, Aubrey is nowhere to be found. Aubrey is upstairs asleep. So they go upstairs to get Aubrey because they need her voice for the gospel song. So that could be one of the 5 songs that has all of them on there. They go get Aubrey. Aubrey talking about song. Oh, I don't know. I was asleep. I don't know if my vocals are gonna be up to par. Girl, Aubrey sounded a hot damn mess. And now, just like Aubrey was on the outside throwing shade at people in the booth sounding crazy, now the tables are turned because now all of them are on the outside throwing shade at her and her vocals because she sounded a hot damn mess, including Elijah, who made a side comment. She talking about something. Oh my goodness. Can you do that over? I was something. She said I wasn't in range. She was like, you wasn't on key either. Like, so now you are a man out, right? Now Aubrey is starting to talk about how she ain't feeling it. She ain't here for it. She don't want to do it. The vocal coach came in and she's listening to the songs. Once again, who does she have the most? Well, at least the way it was edited. Who does she have the most critique for? Aubrey. Aubrey's voice on the song Skeletons, she wasn't on beat. She was singing too fast for the track or too slow for the track or whatever. She wasn't on beat. And they started talking about replacing her. And here's the problem. You weren't in the studio. Had you been in the studio, you could have heard the critique. You could have went in the booth and you could have redone your track. But because you weren't there, because you have totally disassociated yourself from the process, now they're talking about removing you altogether and making Shamari. And Shamari's thing was, listen, I wanted to be on the song. I didn't want to take Aubrey off the song. Like, I feel kind of funny about replacing her. Like, I was all here about adding my 2 cents to it, my ooh la la la, yada yada bing bang. But I'm not here for replacing her altogether. That is not what I'm trying to do. And Lamisha was like, I feel some kind of way about that because I know what that feels like. Like, I'm not here for that either. Now, let me say this. Everybody kept saying, well, where's Aubrey? Where's Aubrey? Where's Aubrey? Y'all act like she went home. Y'all are all in the same house. You know where she is. Go get her ass. Go wake her ass up and say, listen, either you need to come down here and get on this track. The voice code, this cinnamon is here. And she had some critiques on this song. And we need to fix it up and we need to clean it up. Or we're going to have to take you off the track altogether. Come on down here. Get it together. Like, that's all y'all had to do. But y'all acting like this woman done went home. Like, she done packed her bags and y'all can't find her. If y'all don't go up them damn stairs and get Aubrey's ass. But I know it's all about the drama. I get it. So, so of course now more and more people are starting to feel like maybe electing Miss Aubrey wasn't all that it was cracked up to be, which of course is where Keely is sitting in the back. Now Keely's in the back like, yes. Because of course that's what she was saying all along, and that's what she wanted people to see all along, right? So, there's supposed to be a party that night. The Queen is supposed to be hosting a party. And she says, listen, y'all, I have had a stomach ache all day. I'm probably not going to be here for the party, but I am going to make Irish temporary queen in my place so that she can host the party for me. Girl, they all were like, what? How we going? You supposed to... Are you tripping? And so they had the party, and the party was real cute. You know, they were playing games where you had to pick the card, and I think the first card was who was your celebrity crush and that kind of thing. And then, I'm going to be honest, we had a storm and my little recording went out for a few minutes, so I missed some of it. But when it came back up, they were talking about who shouldn't be in the group. Well, of course, at this point, everybody, all fingers are going to point at who? Aubrey. All roads at this point lead back to Miss Aubrey. So Aubrey is upstairs on the phone with a friend of hers talking shit. Talking about how this ain't working, how, nobody's listening to her, and how she's ready to go home. And at this point, she's just ready to leave. And she just thinks she's going to leave and this, and this. Well, Irish is the only person that is still Team Aubrey. And she is looking around and peeping everybody, looking at everybody else like they're the enemy. I said, okay, you can hit your wagon to that train if you want to, Miss Irish. You'll go over the cliff with her. They came up with a name for the group. They decided what name they wanted for the group. And they threw out some suggestions and all that. And I think they settled on Redemption, I think. I think they settled on Redemption, which is actually a really cute name. I think some of the other names they threw around were cute too. Evolution and some other stuff. But I did like the name. I like Redemption. I like it a lot. So that's what it is. That's what it is, y'all. And that is pretty much where we ended up with the evening. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in those comments. Peace.